Reconstruction has taken place on the Rieju Marathon 125 project build. Let's get into it. RevelatorAlf. Hello, welcome to RevelatorAlf. So I thought I'd give you an update on the Rieju Marathon 125 project build. I've been calling it the Rieju or the Rieju, but I saw a video the other day, some Spanish guys speaking about it, and they pronounced it Rieju. So Rieju, I'll just pronounce it like that. Anyway, Rieju, it's a bike, it's a project build. Anyway, I got some parts through, so the steering head bearings, they went back on, and I've put the front end back together. Let me show you. There we go, and look at that, smooth as you like, smooth as you like. So I put the front mudguard back on and put the headlight back on, all wired up, all ready to go. I put a new brake master cylinder, brake lever, and also clutch. That's all hooked up, feeling much better, so much more assured than the last effort that was on there. I haven't bled the brakes yet, so what I've done right now, I've started to put together the brake calipers, and what I've done, I'm in two minds which way to go. So I'm going to trial something first of all. I've got new O-rings, new seals, which I've put into the calipers, and I've reused the old pistons, the 32mm pistons by 32 length. And I'll see, because I've got a feeling they won't leak. However, I want to see if they will with those seals as well. So anyway, I've put them in, but I've got these brand new pistons. These are 32mm, however, they're 35 length. I can't get the 32mm by 32mm pistons. So this is my plan. If these fail for whatever reason, I'll keep these in reserve anyway, but if these fail, what I'm going to do, I've already tried to fit these in, and I would just accept a little bit of a longer one and just push the pads all the way out. So, you know, that's the way they would go. But what I would do, yeah, a bit of bodget and scarper, I know, but what I'll do, I would cut these down. I would grind these down until they're about 33mm, just so that they clear the casing to be put in. I only need a couple of mil left off them. So what I would do, I would just marry them up, put them in the vise, get a grinder on them, bish bash bosh, you know, just sand them on. This is just a pad face inside anyway, so it's not really going to affect anything. So that's on the cards, that could be done. But anyway, I put new seals in there. I'm just waiting for the rubber shaft boots to arrive, and then I'll rebuild these completely. They're all painted up now, and then they'll be put on the bike. Right, so what else have I done? So the rear brake light switch came, and I put that on, and it was actually the right thread this time. Let me show you. There we go. And that's just on the rear master cylinder. Basically what I've done, I've given that a good old clean as well. Yeah, new washers there, new rubber boot at the bottom, all looking fine and dandy. So all I'm waiting for is a rubber shaft boots for the calipers, front and rear, and then I'll redo the rear end as well, pull that back together. Now the other thing which I did, I actually put the exhaust back on. Look at this. And it's amazing what having an exhaust gasket will do. So exhaust gasket on. I've reused the old hardware, the old studs. I'll put some copper grease on there, and basically when I come to completely strip down that engine, I'll look to put the same size studs in as well, maybe do a helicoil or something like that. For now it's working and it's sealed and it's absolutely fine. All I've got to do is just find some bracketry to hold on this exhaust here. There is a tab right there which I could use, so something like that, that's what I'll do. I just need to reroute this hose here as well, because that's going to touch the exhaust, so I'll probably go over the top there somewhere. But that's about it. It's actually coming together very quickly. Now I have ordered wheel bearings for both front and rear, and a couple of other parts, but I say the bearings on here are fine. It's just going to be something that I'll do anyway, so I'll quickly whip the wheels off anyway in time. But actually it's coming together quite quickly now. It's amazing. Got the parts, put it all back together. I was going to try and do a video of how I'm putting it all along, but actually a lot of this stuff is all it's already out there. It's on the internet, so I thought I'd just give you a rundown on what I've done. So the calipers, putting those back together. I just, in the next video, when I've got all the parts back, I'll show you putting these on and everything like that, and the boots, and seeing if what my plan, if it's actually worked, or whether I need to cut these down and put them on there. The other option is just to grind the facing there, just the corner of that, and that will fit in. There's an option there, because this is all this is doing is just holding the back end really, so it's not really doing that little bit there, so I don't really need that bit. So instead of cutting these pistons, I might just cut like a little corner bit off there and off there, and that'll slot it in. But so we'll see how it goes. But anyway, that's it. That's what's been going on. So lots of electrical work has been sorted out. The steering has gone, steering head has all been fixed. It's basically silky smooth right now. Front end has all been put together. I've tightened it all up, but basically what I'm going to do is reset it once I feel happy with it. I haven't done a full sway test yet, but it's full and free, and it's really smooth. So all I've got to do is put the brakes together, put the wheels back on, and then put all the plastics back on, hook up all the electrics, and make sure everything runs. And then it should be pretty good to go. So as I say, fingers crossed, within a week or so I should be good to go. But anyway, I thought I'd give you that update. So it's the Rieju Marathon 125. This is the AC air-cooled SM super motard. Now this is an update on the model confusion. This last week we've been doing a lot of research on the model itself, and this is basically a 2012 to 2015 model, but it's a 2016 bike. The Rieju Marathon 125 ACSM also did a 2016 model, which has some slight differences, and this is where the big confusions come from. So I thought I had the 2016 model, but in fact I had the 2012 to 2015 model, and that was confirmed by the VIN number as well this week. So what I plan to do is have a full folder, if you like, of all the parts that are on that bike, all the spare parts that you would need, or anybody would need, and I'll probably just put it on the website as well. So if anybody ever wants to do this kind of rebuild, they'll have all the info there. But say this is purely a series of videos of getting the bike back together, fixing it, telling you what I've done. What I plan to do later in the year, after I've sort of had some fun with it for a few months, is basically do a full strip down. Then that will be a whole series of videos of just stripping it down and see how we go. So I wanted to make these initial videos quite generic, so you can apply these principles to any build. Right, so let me just quickly tell you about the steering head. So in the last video, I cut off the steering head bearing, which was this. And basically all I did with the new bearings, what I did, there was a dust seal. I couldn't find, there's no dust seals available, so I got some rubber tape, basically, cut out a template, put a new rubber seal on the old dust plate that goes beneath the bearing. Then I put the new bearing on. The new bearing is a pressure fit, it won't go all the way down. So then I put this on top of it, turned it upside down, put it in the vise, and basically you can imagine the steering head is there, the yoke is there, and basically just bashed it from the top. This rested on the bearing, and then it pushed it up until it had a tight fit. The races in the steering head, there, basically all I did, I got like a shaft, socket shaft, and just tapped them out from put it through the head, and just right on the edge there, tap 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 tap, you know, Happy Gilmore, and they came out basically. So you know, lots of grease, packed them all with grease, put them all back together, and it's actually a relatively simple job. There's loads of videos on YouTube how to do this sort of stuff, so if you're in doubt, go check all those out. But say that's essentially what I did, and everything else was pretty basic stuff. So the forks went back in, just gave them a good clean, but the forks there's no problem with them. The seals are absolutely fine. Forks went back in, put the wheel in, sort of tightened everything up, made sure I was happy with it, and then just redid the just put the clutch and the brake levers on, and adjusted the clutch at the engine end and also on the lever end as well. Did the exhaust, tidied up a few electrics, and that's it. I mean, that's all I've done today. So it's been quite a productive day actually. It's all come together quite quickly. So just waiting on a couple more parts. These brakes will go on, and that's pretty much, we're good to go. I still have those other parts to come, but I'm not in desperate rush to get those done right now. Just make sure this gets back on the road. I'm happy with it, and go and have some fun. Anyway, that's it for today, and I'll catch you on the next video when hopefully the parts of this will come and we can crack on and maybe get this fired up. Don't forget to subscribe, hit that bell, like and share. Check out the website RevelatorAlf.com, where lots of this stuff will all be on there in the future as well. And there'll also be more varied content on the website as well, all motorcycle stuff of course. But anyway, let us know what you think. Catch you again. Ta-da.